What is up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a pretty special video taking a look at on a brand new upcoming free-to-play title called Black Stigma. It's a very new game to the Steam. You probably never heard about this game before. Anyway, it's an upcoming free-to-play third-person action game with a nice combination of close-quarter melee combat and very solid gunplay. The game is developed and published by Ballplay Games, which they kindly reach out to me and give me early access to the game. So thank you Ballplay Games for sponsoring this video. Alright, as I said before guys, the game is still an early access stage, right now hosting limited playtests worldwide, and the next scheduled playtest for the North American region will be started on 3rd of November. So definitely go ahead and check out the game yourself, and you can simply join the playtest by requesting access on their Steam page. Alright, compared with most of the other free-to-play third-person games available on the market, Black Stigma is hands down one of the most unique third-person action game that I've played recently. And you guys might notice I always call this game a third-person action game because it's not like your typical third-person shooter game or third-person fighting game. It's a nice and balanced combination of both melee-focused combat and gunplay. And these are the two most essential part of the gameplay, and the hand-to-hand melee combat is based on the real-life martial art fighting, which is really cool. And on top of all that, the gunplay is also very different from other typical shooters. Your weapon arsenal is limited to handguns only, making it a pretty nice blockbuster style action game, and you can literally start a melee combo, drop your enemy to the ground and finish them up with a couple of shots to the body just like a movie. Pretty cool mechanics overall. Alright, definitely one of the most important part of this game is the different characters that you can choose in the game. In this game they call them masters. Each of them come with a very unique set of skills and abilities you can use in the game, and they all have their unique background stories as well. Currently there are 12 different agents in the game divided into 4 different classes. The first one is called Marksman, and as the name suggests, they are very good with mid to long range combat. The next class is called Strikers, and they are usually good with close range melee combat, and the Disruptors are great with throwables like grenades, poison grenades and smokes. And finally we got Infiltrators. They have very fast movement and very agile in the game, and definitely my favorite class to play. And each of these characters come with 4 different unique abilities you can use for both attacking as well as dodging, and these abilities won't expire in the game. You can use them indefinitely, but remember they are always on a cooldown. And on top of that, each character got a passive skill set as well as booster slot you can use in the game, and I found out these boosters are extremely helpful in the game. For an example, you can increase your movement speed, or you can increase your gun accuracy for a limited time, or you can use them to get a quick healing, which definitely comes in handy when you're in a tight spot. You can also use pretty much any weapon with any characters freely, which is something I really appreciate. So you can simply customize each character with different passive skills and boosters as well as different weapons that you want to use before you jump into the game. And talking about weapons, as I previously mentioned, the weapons are basically limited to handguns only, but there is a huge arsenal of handguns to choose. Each come with 3 different variants with different type of weapon attachments like red dot sight, suppressors, larger magazines, as well as laser sight for long range accuracy. You cannot customize them individually like a typical shooter. You can simply buy these different variants using the in-game buy menu, which I will discuss in a minute. At first these weapons look so overwhelming, but they all comes under 3 simple categories, which is handy, balance and power. You can simply change them in the game depending on the situation, whether you like to have a gun with better handling or more power or something more balance. And talking about game modes, right now there are 2 main game modes in the game, which are Kill 'em all and Team Deathmatch. And this Kill 'em all mode is basically a round-based deathmatch style of a game mode where you simply have to eliminate other team before the time run out, and first team to win 5 rounds become victorious. When I jumped into the game for the first time, I thought it's something like a run and gun, more like an arcade style shooting type of a game, but I was completely wrong. The gunplay is very much tactical. There is a movement penalty similar to something like Counter-Strike, where you have to completely stop to get the perfect accuracy, especially when you're fighting in long ranges. And you also got pretty limited amount of ammo and higher reload time, so you have to be pretty accurate with your shots. You cannot run and gun and spam bullets. And also the melee combat and different abilities that you perform are also on a cooldown, so you cannot run around and shoot and take down people. You have to be more tactical and be more strategized, and sticking with your teammates is extremely important. For an example, your teammate can take an enemy down with a melee combo, and you can help them finish it up with a couple of shots to the body. At the start of each game, you can can select a character that you want to play, and you have to stick with them during the time of the game. And start of each round, the game will present you with a buy menu with in-game economy. You can use it to buy or replenish new armor, change your weapon preference, as well as buying improved abilities like quick reload, increased magazine size, as well as quick boosters. And also you can buy active skills such as quick action, increased damage, or reduce cooldown. If you finish a round without dying, you will carry over whatever items or abilities that you buy to the next round. So when you're in the game, especially in a tough situation, these active skills come very handy. So using these abilities with the perfect timing is pretty important in this game because they're all in a cooldown. Overall, I would say this game mode is very unique, something I never played before. It's a round-based shooter with over-the-top third-person action and precise gunplay combining with in-game economy, similar to something like Counter-Strike or Valorant. Right now, there are 3 different maps in the game and they're all very unique to each other, and I'm super impressed with the visuals, man. The graphics look absolutely stunning. The level of details, the colors, lighting, RTX-like reflection, they all seems very impressive, and combining these visuals with comic book-like art style for the characters make this game a very unique one. And on top of that, we also got a team deathmatch game mode, which is pretty self-explanatory. And hands down, one of my favorite features of this game is the very comprehensive training map that the game offers to players. As a beginner, you can simply jump into the training map and easily try out different weapons, different agents, different abilities and combos, and get a better idea about the game before you jump into a real match. And on top of all these modes, the game also let you have the chance to play a challenge mode, which is more like an offline small scale mode where you simply complete different challenges against AI soldiers. So you can simply jump in, try out different abilities and sharpen up your skills overall. And we also gotta talk about the performance of the game. And I gotta say, I never had a single frame drop or never had a single issue where my game crashed or FPS drops or server crash or anything like that. The game just ran buttery smooth for me. Even though it's an early access title, the performance is really impressive. And the minimum system requirements are also very much acceptable. You only need to have an i5 CPU, 8 gigs of RAM and a GTX 960. Pretty baseline minimum system requirements for 2023. Well, that's pretty much wrap up the video, guys. I hope I cover pretty much everything I want to talk about. And overall, it's a very unique third-person game which I'm super impressed with. And we currently don't have much information about an exact release date of the game, but they said to me they're going to open the game for everyone in early 2024. Hopefully an open beta coming soon. So definitely excited for that as well. As I previously mentioned, the global playtest tour is happening right now. Starting from 3rd of November, the game will be available for NA region. So if you're from NA, definitely go ahead and check out the game on the Steam and get a hands-on experience with the game. If you're from any other region, you can technically use a VPN to get into the game. If you're interested, definitely go ahead and do so. Well, that is it for me, guys. And also let me know down below what do you think about this game overall. As always, guys, if you enjoyed the video, please go ahead and drop a like and also subscribe for more free-to-play content like this. I'll catch you guys soon in my next video. Stay safe.